Hello, and welcome to another rather frivolous excursion into the realms of chat-mutainment, or whatever. Yeah, is that like you get edutainment? So chat-utainment, another portmanteau. Yeah, so what am I going to do this time? So I've been aware of, for quite a number of years, and you know, other fans of extreme music styles are probably also have noticed it. It might not be noticed that much, but there is this need within extreme music, within bands, to pull what a friend and me back in the day used to call pulling a monster face. And yeah, it's been around, well, probably as long as the bands have been formed. I imagine Black Sabbath were up to those shenanigans back in the day. But I think the term now, more precisely, is called heavy metal gurning. It's sort of adopted the rightful name there, historically. And so I thought it would be fun to, you know, explore the phenomenon with Bing Chat and get its feedback. I don't know quite what lens it's going to look at this through in terms of social commentary, but we'll see where we end up. If not for purely comedic value, and just a way of what on appearances might be a sad git with too much time on his hands. Hopefully it's more for the comedic side. So firstly, as I always do, I need to establish a mind space here. We're going to do this in creative mode, so I just want to make sure that Bing Chat does understand exactly what gurning means, because that would be a bad thing. And then I'll make a few observations. I've got a number of different questions here, should it decide to go down a few rabbit holes. I've tried this a couple of times. Distorted facial expression, there we go. I wonder if it's going to give... this can also mean snarling, grimacing, complaining or clenching of the teeth due to drug use. Well, I'll leave that open to interpretation. There are gurning contests where people compete to make the most grotesque face. Oh, that's right, usually through a horse collar. I've seen this on TV back in the day. It's been going on for centuries. The World Gurning Championship takes place annually at the Egremont Crab Fair in England. And in a poll of 2 people in the household, neither of them had heard the term gurning. So I don't know how widely spread or widely known it is in Nova Scotia. Oh, and there we go. I could ask it, why do people gurn when they take drugs? Who are famous gurners? Probably the whole of Immortal for a start, I imagine. I noticed that members of extreme metal bands do it a lot. ? It's a rhetorical question, Bing. I don't know for sure, but I can speculate based on some information. One possible reason is a vocal technique called death growl. So it actually helps with the vocal technique. Oh, primal therapy. It's getting pretty deep here. So we're getting a bit psychosocial. Oh, it could be a personal preference. Yeah, that's true. Style choice. Okay, so I don't really need to ask it, do I know why that is? But what I am curious about is, genre differences with gurning. So I'm curious if there are any styles of gurning that are common to certain styles of extreme metal. For example, does a black metal style of gurning exhibit different qualities than death metal gurning? I suppose there's like a gurning evolution there as well. depending on who did it first and who copied whom. We might get regional in a moment. Oh, it's not different. Here we go. According to some sources, yeah. Okay, darkness, evil, and blasphemy. Okay. Death metal, death, violence, and gore. Okay. That might be a mischaracterization of the genre, perhaps. So it's getting quite into the style of the music. Here we go. Based on these differences, one might expect that black metal singers... Have we got some pictures? Oh no, it's advertising. Okay, maybe I'll ask it to do some pictures later. Where did I go? Based on these differences, one might expect that black metal singers would gurn in a way that reflects their shrieking vocals. I thought it was going to say shrieking souls there. And their focus on darkness and evil. They might gurn in a way that makes them look more demonic, sinister or unholy, such as by sticking out their tongues, baring their teeth or rolling their eyes. They may also gurn in a way that conveys their atmosphere and emotion, such as looking anguished, tormenting or ecstatic. On the other hand, one might expect death metal singers would gurn in a way that reflects their growling vocals and the focus on death and gore. Might make them ferocious, savage or monstrous, such as by snarling, grimacing or drooling. I don't think I've ever... Well, maybe, I don't know. Have you ever seen a black metal musician drool? Excuse me, I need to compose myself. Okay. Brutality and explicitness. Okay. Seems to be trying to get me off topic here. Should we do this? Oh, I'm in danger of it losing its thread, but this is too much of a... I just know what's going to come up. Oh. Oh, it's giving me a description. Yeah, so is this going to work? Yeah, this is where things fell over once before on a different example. So I don't know if anybody else has seen this, but sometimes you'll get it, on a serious note here. Sometimes you'll see it trying to compose a link. Ah, there we go. Oh, there's real life Gurning. Oh, it's Garl. That's not really a Gurn. He just looks a bit down in the dumps. No, I don't know if that's really, a good... There's not a really good monster face going on there. I don't know if I want to see more. I want it to get a bit granular, Does it think that there is a difference between, say... Oops. There we go. Between scenes. So, do you think this extends in a more granular way to regional scenes such as Gothenburg melodic death metal Gurn versus the Florida death metal Gurn? I mean, I suppose it could be to do with the climate. Might affect it. And possibly the Bermuda shorts, maybe. I don't know. Oh, it's given me quite a good education in the different styles. I mean, on a serious note, I've always found regional scenes to be fascinating. I've got a thrash documentary where they go through all the different regional scenes. So what do they reckon? Oh, based on the differences. So they're gurning to reflect their harmonised leads and their use of melodies. They might gurn in a way that makes them look more expressive, emotional, or epic. Oh, okay. Smiling or frowning. Oh, is it just raised eyebrows? Smiling or frowning conveys their clean and recording. I don't quite know how that works. Such as looking polished, confident, or professional. On the other hand, one might expect the Florida death metal singers would gurn in a way that reflects the low-tuned guitar and blast beats and the use of brutality. I see drooling has come back again. It's got this thing about drooling and death metal. I suppose there is a difference between drooling and dribbling, maybe. I don't know. Like aesthetically. Raw production and sound affects the gurning. So I'm going to ask it now about theatrical props. A lot of bands use theatrical props. I mean, it's probably more a thing with. I remember, what was it? I'm trying to remember the name of the glam metal band that had. Was it Rocky Shades? The name of the singer? Oh, I'm trying to remember the name of the band now. Where he'd bring on various rather unimpressive props. Wrathchild, that was the name of the band. I think they had rather impressive drum riser. Oh, yep, so good question. I think that props might help to add a more theatrical aspect and help complement the gurning in some way, depending on the genre and intention of the singer. Oh, okay. There we go. See, industrial metal singers use props such as goggles, gas masks, cybernetics, or machinery to enhance their gurning and create a more futuristic and dystopian image. Well, I'm certainly learning a lot more than I thought about gurning. Yeah, so it hasn't gone off track here. When I tried this earlier, it was suggesting props such as a boat propeller, and I couldn't work out how it was coming to that conclusion and realised, of course, prop is short for propeller. So, yeah, there was a rationale there, but it threw me. Props such as blood, guts, masks, or weapons. So, how should I word this? I could... Let me just try. It's gone off at a bit of a tangent here. Not that I'm off on a tangent already. So, I have a genre here. I'm sure it's already been invented, blackened pirate metal. So do you think that a blackened pirate metal band might use random ship-based items to complement the gurning? And then we'll get it to draw a picture based on a scenario. Okay. Eye patches, hooks, parrots, rum bottles, treasure chests, or cannons. That's pretty impressive. To enhance their gurning and create a more pirate-like and fun-loving image. They might also use props such as skulls, bones, swords and daggers to enhance their gurning and create a more blackened and menacing image. Of course, these are not just examples, and not all blackened pirate metal bands have used such props or gurn in the same way. Okay. So no spyglass, I notice. And it's a personal choice as well again. Oh dear me, do I want to go? Oh, why not? Just an example of the black and pirate metal bands using props to enhance their gurning. And then we'll ask it a proper question. Oh, it's saying it doesn't. That's weird. Okay. So it's suggesting I go searching. Oh, Rum Ahoy, the world's best true Scottish pirate metal band. Oh, here we go. Well, let me try and give it a bit of a creative prod, because sometimes it needs that. Oh, it's getting a bit descriptive. Mask on feathers or bones. I don't know if I like the idea of feathers. A bit of tickling involved there that might counteract the gurning. Oh. Oh. And a little bit of piratey gurning going on there. So here we go. Could you draw a picture inspired by the following scenario? The band Immortal reform for a photo shoot, as they always do, from my understanding. And at the last minute decide they want a more pirate look by including one of the random ship-based items you had mentioned in an earlier answer. I don't know how successful I'm going to be here. We may just get a bit of a crappy picture of a pirate, but one lives in hope. Oh, I can make them wear eye patches and make the background a stormy sea, so we'll see what we get here. So maybe I just need it to, can you make it more? Well, of course, grim and frostbitten. Would be the thing to do. Of course, it might refuse on for aesthetic reasons, but it's worth a go. I'll try and modify that. Okay, cheers. Well, there's not much gurning going on there, and Immortal seem to have expanded to a 5-piece. Maybe this is more accurate, seeing as I don't know what the state of the relationship between the different members of the band are, but yeah, maybe it's just one person now. Not very gurney, although it has got the corpse paint, and that's pretty hardcore. Where you've actually got, you know, a ship, it looks like a rather small ship, as your stage prop. What other stage props do we have here? Oh, looks like an anchor, and it seems to be missing an eye. That's pretty hardcore. Oh dear, maybe not. No, I think. Well, I think I have the image for. Oh dear. WTF. Compose yourself, man. Oh, and I think on that note, yeah. Oh. That's better. Better out than in. I think that might have to be the thumb. Or maybe I shouldn't do that as a thumbnail. It's a bit of a giveaway. But anyway. Oh, here we go. Frostbitten Pirates, Immortal Plunder, Frozen Corsairs, Black Ice Raiders. Oh, I like that. Black Ice Raiders. Arctic Buccaneers. I've probably got some other ideas for names, but better not suggest them. Oh, it wants me to make, oh, even better, album titles. Oh, dear me. Hang on. We'll roll on here. It's like the ending of Lord of the Rings. Oh, what's that? Rime of, oh, no. Can't have that. Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Storming the Frozen Seas, The Curse of the Black Pearl, Rain in Ice and Fire. It's a bit lame. Your album titles are lame and poor. Do we want a logo? Oh, gotta have a logo, I suppose. It's going to create me a logo. This I've got to see. So it's well, you know, it's got to be incomprehensible, I feel. Oh, yeah, it's far too legible. Oh, yeah, well, that's pretty legible. Make it more legible. That's maybe something you do for your school band. So yeah, look, we got this cool logo. It's 4-piece now. And drummer must have left. I like this. That's what's that? Wuzm. I don't know. Wuzmy. Wisdom, the eyes there. Well, that could be a C. I don't know. That's pretty impenetrable. These look rather industrial. This is like an industrial black and pirate metal band. I don't know what that is. This looks like a what? CIML? Don't know. Anyway, okay. I'm looking at this at a slight angle to see if I can read it. And that's actually pretty cool. I can see a J there. Okay, and on that note, and with that amazing picture in mind, I think I'm going to close this video off. Thanks once again for watching. Bye for now. And I will catch you in the next video, providing these piratey fellows don't catch up with me.